afternoon, baseball fans, and welcome back to Bluegrass Rangers Baseball. Today's game will be at Cardinal Run Park, Field 5, between the Bluegrass Rangers and the Northern Cal Ripken League Outlaws. I'm Doug Barnett. I'll be with you today, and we will see how things progress with this titanic struggle. Starting lineup for the 13U Rangers, who will be going to Iowa to represent Bluegrass Little League in the National Regional Tournament in Ankeny, Iowa, from July 16th to July 21st. Leading off, number 31, Matthew Barnett, and he'll be your pitcher today. Your second batter, number 88, Bennett Sharp, he'll play third base. Your third batter, number 5, A.J. Corrigan, he's in center field. Your fourth batter, number 34, Malcolm Hawley, he's at first base. Your fifth batter, number 12, Cooper Caudill, he's at catcher. Your sixth batter, number 18, Braylon Goldie, he's in right field. Your seventh batter, Joe Seabury, he's at short. Your eighth batter, Braden Sparks, he's at second base. Your ninth batter, Micah Kelly, he's the extra hitter. Your 10th batter, Gavin Paget, he's your extra hitter. 11th batter, Kyle Fankich, he'll be your extra hitter. And your 12th batter, Joe Blanton, he's going to be in left field. So let's go back through that one more time. Barnett pitching. Sharp at third, Corrigan in center, Hawley at first, Caudill at catcher, Goldie in right, Seabury at short, Sparks at second, Kelly the extra hitter, Paget the extra hitter, Fankich the extra hitter, Blanton in left. And it looks like the Outlaws will be in the field. And trying to see the number here, I believe that is 34, I believe is his number. Yep, 34. Bailey is the last name on the jersey. So we shall see how Mr. Bailey will pitch to this Bluegrass Ranger 13U team. This will be the first of two for the Rangers today. At 3:30, we'll have another team that'll come in and play. I believe that team is from Indiana. All right, ball's coming down from the catcher to second base, and this one is about ready to be underway. And it looks like we're about ready to start with number 31, Matthew Barnett, leading off as usual for the Rangers. Matthew had a couple of hits for the Rangers in the State Little League Championship Tournament. Played excellent defense at second base. We'll see how he does today against the Northern Outlaws. For those of you who don't know Lexington very well, the Northern Outlaws are based out of the northern part of the city. Matthew takes a bunt, fouls it off to the back screen. All right, Matthew takes the second one there as a ball, so it'll be 1-1. All right. Bailey delivers to Matthew, and Matthew will end up taking a ball. So I believe the count is 2-1. Bailey sets, delivers. Matthew takes strike two down the middle of the plate. And now we're at 2-2. Matthew's got to protect the plate here. He's got to swing that $450 USA bat now. Bailey fires inside. Matthew swings and misses. That's going to be a strikeout. Brings it up to Bennett Sharp. Number 88 playing third base today for the Rangers. Bailey pitches, delivers. That's going to be a little bit high for ball one. Bailey sets, delivers again. Hits the outside corner, strike one. 1-1 to Bennett. Bailey fires. Next delivery, right back to Bailey, and it hits him in the head. The ball bounces off of his glove, hits him in the head, and the third baseman grabs the ball, but it looks like he's okay. That's just a ricochet hit. There's not much a pitcher can do about that one, as Bennett is going to end up on first base. That leads us to A.J. Corrigan. Corrigan's wearing number 5 tonight. And that's going to be a high pitch to A.J.'s ball one. Corrigan awaits the pitch from Bailey. And the ball gets away from the catcher. Bennett is going to be at second base easily. That's going to be ball 2 to A.J. A.J. swings and misses on that one. 2 ball, 1 strike count now. The Outlaws paying a lot of attention to Bennett over on second base. A.J. takes ball 3. Just missed the outside corner there. And the next offering by Bailey is low for a ball 4, so A.J. Corrigan walks, which brings up Malcolm Hawley in the cleanup spot. Malcolm's playing first base for the Rangers this afternoon, and he will take his at-bat here against Bailey. Sharp at second, Corrigan at first, and both runners are running. Catcher throws the ball, and Bennett Sharp is out by about 2.5 steps on that one. That was an excellent throw right there by the catcher, number 21 for Northern. And the third baseman was able to get the ball down. Double steal was unsuccessful, but we have a hit by Malcolm Hawley, and they got A.J. caught up at between third and home. Malcolm hits the ball into center field for a base hit, and with A.J. Corrigan's speed, he believed he was going to end up getting into the outfield, slide into home base, but they just got caught up. So that will end the inning, as Malcolm will get a hit on that play. And that will lead us to a 0-0 score after the top half of the first is completed. Had 2 really great plays right there by Northern's catcher. very, very difficult to pick off A.J. Corrigan, period. This is also one of those situations, too, where may need a little bit of a rattle to wake up after winning a championship. May just kind of need a little spark. That brings us to the bottom of the first inning. Matthew Barnett pitching for the Rangers. His battery mate will be Cooper Cottle. And the defense, Sharp at third, Seabury at short, Sparks at second, Hawley at first. Outfield will be from left to right, Blanton, Corrigan, Goldie, Cottle behind the plate. And we are about ready to start. First batter appears to be number 4, King, for the Outlaws. Barnett throws the first pitch, a changeup for a strike. He's ready. He fires his second pitch, and that's going to be a high ball, but King swings at it for strike 2. Barnett for his third pitch, and that's a cove ball that coves a little bit too far outside. And we have a 1-2 count. King awaits the pitch here from Matthew Barnett. Matthew throws it. King pops it up, and that's going to be over the screen, into the tree behind me, into the sidewalk, and we have a couple of kids chasing after it. Foul ball. Matthew throws. Second pitch is going to be ball 2. 2-2. All right, Matthew readies his pitch. He throws it. King strikes out swinging. First strikeout of the game for Matthew Barnett. And we'll wait the second batter, and it appears to be the pitcher for the Outlaws, number 34, Bailey. Barnett throws his first pitch. Bailey chops that one foul down the third base line. Strike 1. I don't have those. I'm good. I'm good. I'm just following along. All right, here we go. 1 ball, 1 strike to Bailey. Matthew throws his next pitch, and that ball is going to be hit into the gap in center field. And A.J. Corrigan grabs the ball off the center field wall. That's going to be a single. Great awareness there by Corrigan to get over and grab that ball. Matthew throws, and that hits right off his knee, and it's going to bounce into left field. And Goldie throws the ball over to Bennett Sharp. Bennett catches the ball. That's going to put runners on second and third, as that was just a rocket shot right back to Matthew, and I think they're going to try to figure out if he's okay. And Coach Goldie is going to come out. Matthew is rubbing his knee some. And I think we're going to see if Matthew's going to be able to pitch. Cooper, he's waving Cooper Cottle back behind the plate. Matthew's a pretty tough kid. All right, we're going to see if he's okay, as that ball went flying right off his knee. He appears to be okay. In the old Southwest days, Matthew held the world record for getting injured in every game. Somehow he ended up getting injured in every game. Still don't know how that happened one season, but that happened. All right, this brings us to our next batter. Runners on second and third. Matthew throws. Misses the corner, barely. That's going to be ball one. Batter is Edwards, number 49. Carter's going to go up and talk to Matthew real quick. The Outlaws had one really good hit out to center field to the wall, and the second hit ricocheted off the pitcher. That's how we got runners on second and third with one out and one ball. And Matthew throws that one straight down the middle. Edwards swings and misses. Counts 1-1. Matthew gets the sign, readies his pitch. Edwards swings and misses. That's going to be strike two. So Edwards is down now in the count 1-2 and has to protect at this situation. Runners are on second and third. Main thing is to keep the ball in front of you if you're the catcher. Barnett steps off the rubber. Looks toward second base. Nobody's going anywhere. That probably was more along the lines of there was a situation brewing he didn't like. Gets the sign from Caudle. Sets. Pitches from the stretch. The delivery. Strike three as Edwards swings at a high ball that's inside. And it's 2 outs, 2 on. And here comes number 5, Stuckley, up to the plate. Stuckley's ready. Awaits the delivery of the pitch. Barnett throws to third base, and Bailey's back in time. Barnett steadies. On the mound, throws the pitch. Going to be a little bit low, ball one. Barnett from the stretch, throws the pitch, and that ball is hit down up the middle of the field. That is going to score 1, and the ball is thrown. That will score 2. And Cottle throws the ball over Harley's head. That ball goes right into right field, and it's going to get stuck in the tarp out in the right field foul area. And that will end up scoring 2 runs. So we have a 2-0 lead. Runner is going to be stopped at third base. Umpire is going to award third base since the ball is stuck in the tarp. All right, Matthew is going to pitch to Northern's next batter here. Barnett delivers. That ball is hit in the air to center field. That should be an easy out for Seabury, who gets into short left center. The inning is over, and the damage is done in this inning. 2 runs for the Northern Outlaws, and they take the lead 2-0. Back at Cardinal Run Park, Field 5. The Northern Outlaws have taken a 2-0 lead. Northern is based at Kenilworth Park in Lexington, in the Bryan Station area of town. They are a Cal Ripken League, if you don't know that much about Northern baseball. One of 3 Cal Ripken Leagues in the city, South, Southeast, and Northern. And there are 2 little leagues in the city, Eastern and Bluegrass. This will lead us up to Cooper Cottle. Checked on the condition of Matthew Barnett. The ball actually hit his leg instead of his knee. Seems to be moving around in the dugout okay. That probably may have impacted a little bit of how he pitched on the mound. Never fun to take a shot like that. Right before the inning begins, we have a mound meeting by the Northern Outlaws. And we'll have the first pitch to Cooper Cottle. Bailey delivers. Cottle fouls the first one back. 0-1. That ball was low, inside, ball 1. Cottle had to dance around to get away from it. Bailey readies, delivers the next pitch. That's going to be a strike down the middle of the plate. 1-2 to Cottle. Rangers looking for some hits, so down 2-0. Ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to the catcher for the Rangers. That's going to be low and outside. That was That was barely. That pitch didn't miss by much. Yeah, it missed. It didn't miss by much though. And that ball did hit the corner of the plate, and that's strike three. Here comes Braylon Goldie. Goldie bats left-handed, and he settles in to take the first pitch from Bailey. That ball's going to be outside, ball one. Goldie gets encouragement from his coach, his father. That ball goes inside. 2 balls, 0 strikes to Goldie. Three balls, 0 strikes to Goldie. Braylon's a big Cincinnati Reds fan. Reds are having an absolute spectacular season to date as Braylon Goldie walks down to first base on that fourth pitch versus ball. That brings us up to Joe Seabury. Seabury had a catch to left center field to end the inning last inning. Coach Goldie delivers signs to his players. Braylon's on first base. We'll see what Braylon does over there. And Joe fouls that one off against the screen. Strike one to Joe Seabury. The next pitch was a strike to Seabury. Braden Goldie steals second base on that pitch. But we have an 0-2 count, and now Joe has to protect it behind the plate at this point. Got to swing at anything close. Don't want to take a looking strike. If you're going to strike out, always strike out swinging. And Joe strikes out swinging on that pitch that was straight down the middle of the plate, and that's going to be the second out of the inning. Although Goldie is at second base, and he is in scoring position for Braden Sparks. Braden is a twin. And that's going to be a strike down the middle of the plate. 0-1 count to Sparks. Braden swims, bowls, and plays basketball when he's not playing baseball. That's going to be a ball on the outside of the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. Goldie at second with a healthy lead. He takes off, goes to third base. That ball is thrown to the third baseman. And the catcher had to throw there in time. It was just a little bit high, so that's going to be a stolen base. And that's going to be a stolen base by Braylon Goldie. Runner on third. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Sparks has to protect the plate. Swings and misses at a ball that is thrown outside. That will end the inning. The Rangers will strand 1 on third base. Score after 1.5. The Northern Outlaws 2. Bluegrass Rangers 0. back at Field 5 at Cardinal Run Park for this titanic struggle between the Bluegrass Rangers and the Northern Outlaws. Bottom of the second inning. Outlaws are ready to take on Matthew Barnett for his second inning of work. The Outlaws have 2 runs and 3 hits. The Rangers have 0 runs and 2 hits. Matthew Barnett's thrown 17 pitches thus far this afternoon for 12 strikes. And it appears the umpire is ready to proceed here. And we'll get underway in the bottom of the second inning. Hayden, number 2, will be batting for the Outlaws. Barnett from the wind-up, the pitch, and that ball's going to be in the dirt outside, ball 1. Barnett winds up, pitches, throws the ball to Hayden, and it looks like the ball got by Seabury at shortstop, and that will be a base hit. So Hayden's on at first base on a base hit that got past the shortstop. And Matthew throws over to keep Hayden on first base as Hayden was kind of dancing around. As the next batter for Northern steps in, Barnett steps off the rebel, throws it back over to first base. Nothing going. Jackson is the next hitter for the Outlaws, number 21. Jackson's awaiting his first pitch from Matthew Barnett. Matthew steps off, looks at Hayden, and I think they may just look at each other for a while. Matthew throws. Cottle throws it back down to Hawley. That's going to be a ball. Almost like a mini pitch out there. Barnett ready. He's set. He throws the pitch. Cottle catches the ball. Strike 2 as Jackson swings and misses. Hayden steals second base on that last play. Barnett looks. Hayden's got a huge lead at second base. Barnett delivers the pitch. Jackson swings and misses. 1-2. Now, the big question is going to be how much attention do they pay to the runner at second who's got another healthy lead. Barnett steps off the plate, and they got him. Oh! They missed. Apparently, the tag didn't get down quick enough.
Nice play, Ranger.
But that was a nice play right there, and if that ball gets there a little bit quicker or if the tag is down a little bit earlier, that's an out. Because Barnett had everybody fooled on that one. Barnett delivers that one. It goes over Jackson's head. He has to duck to avoid it, so that's going to be 2 balls and 2 strikes. Matthew looks at Hayden at second. That's going to get past Cooper Cottle, and Hayden will end up on third base. Full count to Jackson. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And now the question is how much attention do you pay over at third base? As Hayden's kind of dancing around, looks happy to be over at third base. And Matthew just steps off. Matthew's going to walk over. And being city baseball, a lot of these kids know each other. Matthews pitches. Jackson swings and misses, and he will strike out. That'll be the first strikeout of the inning for Matthew Barnett. That should be the second of the game. Mason Bell, number 6, is up for the Northern Outlaws. Bell's got a nice spray-painted helmet. Looks good on him. Cottle throws the ball down on the pitch, and Hayden is back to third base. That's going to be ball 1. The main thing on when the base runners get on base, you want to cause some havoc, and Hayden's done that for the Outlaws. And that's going to be a bunt. Matthew Barnett's going to field it. Nobody is going to be out on that play. Barnett fields it. Mason Bell was almost already the first base by the time he fielded it anyway. One out, 2 on. Runners on first and third. Barnett steps off. Batter steps off. This is Knowles. Knowles the second. Number 12 for the Outlaws. Matthew ready, throws. That's going to be strike 1, and the runner will still base easily. No throw down by Cooper Cottle. Barnett looks toward third, throws toward third. Bennett Sharp's there. Hayden doesn't go anywhere. Hayden didn't have that much of a lead on that one. Barnett focuses on the batter on this one, and that's going to be a strike. High strike right there as Knowles swings at it. Probably swings at ball 1. One away in the inning, and that's going to be a strike on the outside corner of the plate. Matthews strikes out Knowles, so that will be Matthews' third strikeout of the game. And this will be the next batter for Northern. And this is going to be, I believe, Franklin. Yes, it is. Number 24, Franklin is the next batter for Northern. Franklin's got some pretty good size on him here. Matthew readies, delivers the pitch, and that ball is fouled off for strike 1. Matthew has pitched pretty well in this game. Matthew back on the rubble, settles in. Nods in agreement to sign. Matthew delivers the pitch. Franklin fouls it off. 0-2 to Franklin. And Matthew's going to try to get out of a major jam here with runners on second and third. Zero balls, 2 strikes is the count to Franklin as he awaits the pitch from Matthew Barnett. Barnett throws the pitch. Franklin hits it high in the air. It's going to be in foul territory, and it hits the top of the dugout. Bennett Sharp was there. If he just had a little bit more room, that would have been an out. Instead, it's going to be a foul ball. And that's going to be the next dent on the top of the dugout right there by that ball. Although if Bennett had borrowed his rocket, he might have been able to get that ball as it went over the dugout. 0-2. Barnett readies to pitch, raises his leg, throws it, and it ricochets off Barnett's glove as he knocks it down, and it just falls harmlessly in front of Joe Seabury. That will be an infield hit. And we got runners on the corners again, and 1 run will score. 3-0, Rangers trail the Outlaws. Barnett throws to first base. Franklin's there. Mason Bell on third. Barnett throws. It's in the dirt, and Franklin will take second base easily. And Watts has a count of 1-0. Barnett ready, throws. And that ball is hit straight to second base. Line drive. Sparks catches it. The inning is over. The inning is over. Sparks catch that line drive. After 2, Outlaws 3, Rangers 0. Welcome back to Cardinal Run Park, Field 5, top of the 3rd inning, as the Rangers, Micah Kelly, will come up and take his first step bat of the game. Kelly settles into the batter's box, awaits the first pitch from Bailey. Bailey throws it, and that's going to be a strike down the middle. Kelly's down in the count 0-1. Kelly awaits the second pitch, and Kelly swings and misses. 0-2. Kelly, who plays tuba in the honor band at his school, will be waiting for the 3rd pitch of the inning from Bailey. Bailey fires, and that ball has some curve to it, and that's going to be a ball to the outside. It misses the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bailey throws. That's going to be strike 3. High in the zone, but it's in the zone, so that's going to be a strikeout. Here comes Gavin Paget. Paget had 2 hits in the first game in the championship tournament against Henry County last week. And he takes the first pitch for a ball. Paget readies, takes the second pitch, and that's going to be a ball. 2 balls, 0 strikes, says the umpire. Bailey throws that one. That's going to be high, but in the strike zone. 2-1. Just hit that upper outside corner right there. Bailey hits that ball right back to the pitcher. Second baseman grabs it, and Paget will be out. 2 outs for Kyle Fankick. Kyle is an excellent high fastball hitter. So if Kyle gets one high in the zone, and there's been a whole lot of high pitches today in the zone, he can tone on it and he can drive it a ways. We'll see what he does here. Bailey delivers to Kyle. Kyle fouls the first one off. Strike one. And we have an errant ball on the field. The errant ball is now in the umpire's possession. Bailey readies to pitch, throws it to Kyle. That ball is going to be low. It's over the plate, but it was low. 1-1. Bailey throws. And Kyle Fankic fouls that one off. 1-2 to Fankic. Kyle waits for the pitch. That's going to be outside. 2-2. Good quality at bat for Kyle. He's had 6 pitches thrown to him in this one. This will be the 7th pitch. And that ball is going to be straight down the middle, and that's going to be a strike 3. And the Rangers are retired in this inning. 2.5 played. Outlaws up 3-0. Tryouts for the 2024 Bluegrass Rangers 7U through 12U teams will be held August 8th and 9th at Cardinal Run Park. Pre-registration is required. There is no fee to attend and try out for the Bluegrass Rangers. If you'd like to know more, please visit www.bluegrassrangers.com. Also, too, there will be a information night on July 24th here at Cardinal Run Park to find out more about the Bluegrass Rangers. Go to BluegrassRangers.com and find more information about that information night that will happen on July 24th. Also, like to thank the Bluegrass Rangers for sponsoring this broadcast tonight. And it appears that A.J. Corrigan will be the new pitcher for the Bluegrass Rangers. Corrigan pitched a spectacular ball game in Game 2 of the championship tournament last week. Essentially shut Nelson County down. And it looks like we've got a whole lot of movement with the players here for the Rangers. Carter's still behind the plate. Sharp still at third. Goldie moves over from right field to left field. Kelly is at first. Fankic is at second. Seabury is at short. And Blanton is in center. And I don't see a left fielder. Kelly's going to left field, and Paget will play first base. So that will place Barnett, Hawley, and let me check my list here. It's going to be Barnett and Hawley are going to be on the bench for this inning, as is Sparks. I am good. I appreciate it. Number 1 for the Outlaws will be stepping in to face A.J. Corrigan. Corrigan's probably the fastest thrower on this Ranger team. And his first delivery is going to be straight down the middle for a strike. Number 1 is Brown Jr. for the Outlaws. And Corrigan's second delivery, thrown straight down the middle of the plate. 0 balls, 2 strikes. And Brown gets some encouragement from his coaches about batting. A.J. throws that ball a little bit outside, 1-2. Corrigan sets, delivers, and Brown strikes out swinging. That's the pitch you're going to swing at, and that's the pitch that you have to swing at in that situation. It was a strike regardless. And number 4, King, is back up for the Outlaws. Corrigan delivers his first pitch to King. That's going to barely miss the outside corner. Ball 1. Corrigan gets the sign from Caudill. The pitch is delivered, and what a great play right there as the ball is hit down to first place. And Gavin Paget gets that ball. Two outs for the Outlaws, and Bailey comes back up to bat. This is the second at bat for Bailey. As we had 1 strikeout and 1 ground out. Gavin Paget gets the ground out. Corrigan delivers. Strike 1. Corrigan's second pitch to Bailey. Outside, 1-1. Corrigan sets, delivers. Ball's in the dirt. 2-1. That's a nice day for baseball out here. Had a little bit of rain this morning in the Lexington area, and then it's kind of cleared off, and we've got blue skies. Got some clouds, but starting to clear off over the field, actually. Corrigan throws that down the middle, 2-2. Bailey's down to his final strike. And we'll see what happens with this delivery. Corrigan sets, delivers the pitch, and that's going to be fouled back. Bailey's able to stay alive on that pitch. Swung a little bit late at it. Corrigan throws. Outside. Full count to Bailey. Corrigan stands on the mound, delivers the pitch. Bailey puts a bat on it, and it gets through to go Seabury. That's going to be most likely an error on Seabury. Looks like the ball may have taken a bad hop too. But that's going to put Bailey on first base. And the next batter for the Outlaws comes up. There's 2 away, runner on first. Corrigan stands, throws to first base, steps off the rubber, and no dice on that one. Corrigan's keeping the base runner honest. He throws the ball, delivers, and that ball is going to go over Kyle Fankich's head, and that is going to be a base hit. Kyle had a pretty good jump on that one to try to leap and grab that one. Just barely got over his glove. But we've got 2 Outlaws on base. Second and first are occupied for Edwards to come back up, number 49. Edwards struck out in the first inning. And it looks like we're going to have a meeting between the coaches for the Outlaws on a timeout. Most likely a strategy meeting or a sign meeting, one of the two. The coaches may have gotten their signs mixed up. And we're back to baseball. Corrigan checks the runner at second. Looks toward home, delivers, and hits Edwards in the back. That ball just got away. That ball got away from A.J. Corrigan. And it doesn't matter how long you've been playing baseball, anytime you get hit in the pack with a pitch like that, it's going to hurt. And A.J. throws them pretty hard, so it probably doubly hurt on that one. Edwards looks like he's okay. And that's a bases loaded situation. That's a time where you don't want to hit anybody or give up another base runners to load the bases. And that's going to be ball one. One zero to the Outlaws hitter. Corrigan checks second, checks third, delivers the pitch. That's going to be a strike, and that ball is going to be thrown over Gavin Padgett's head by Cooper Cardle, and that is going to score 2 runs on that one. And that ball gets away from Bennett Sharp. It's thrown by Joe Seabury. And that ball goes into the dugout. Everyone will score who is on base. And the 3-0 game quickly becomes a 6-0 game. And it looks like the infield is going to have a meeting with Coach Jeremy Cardle. Always a learning experience out on the baseball field. And that's one of those situations where the bases were loaded and the runner at first really couldn't go anywhere. That's one of those situations where you just probably hold on to that ball and focus on getting the batter out with 2 outs. And like I said, it's just a learning experience for these kids. Number 5, Stuckley, pops that ball up. Bennett Sharp gets under it, and he will catch the ball, and that will be the inning for the Rangers. But the Rangers give up 3 more on defensive miscues, and it will be the Outlaws 6, Rangers 0 heading into the 4th inning. Welcome back to Cardinal Run Field 5. Top of the fourth inning between this titanic struggle between the Outlaws of Northern and the Rangers from Bluegrass. And Jordan Blanton will be the batter for Bluegrass, the 12th hitter in the lineup. This is one of those situations where the defense has been a little bit rusty for Bluegrass today. Blanton shows bunt. Post pitch is a ball. Bailey still on the mound for the Outlaws, who are leading this game 6-0. Bailey ready, sets, delivers the pitch. Jordan shows bunt and bunts that one off. 1-1. Right now, Blanton's trying to get anything going on offense. Rangers have had 2 hits today. Bailey delivers the pitch. Blanton swings, misses. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bailey fires the next pitch. Blanton throws down swinging. First out of the inning for the Outlaws. Bailey has pitched a really good game for the Outlaws. Brings us back to the top of the lineup, Matthew Barnett. And if anybody needs a hit right now, it's Matthew. Rangers need to get something going. Matthew stands in for his second at bat against Bailey. Matthew struck out in the first inning against Bailey, and that ball is going to hit the outside corner for strike 1. Matthew needs to put the bat on the ball here and get on base. Bailey swings, delivers the pitch, and that ball is hit second base, and Matthew's going to line out to the second baseman. And it looks like we are going to, no, we're not going to have a pitching change yet. Bailey's still going to pitch to Sharp. And it looks like we're ready to play ball again. Bennett Sharp up for his second at bat. Bennett hits the ball into center field for a base hit. Line drive center field, so that will give the Rangers a base runner for A.J. Corrigan. A.J. hit a 3-run home run against the Nelson County All-Stars last week in the state championship tournament. Corrigan watches the first ball, takes a strike. Sharp at first base, and Sharp's going to be running on contact with 2 outs. Bailey readies, and he throws back to first base. Franklin is there to receive the pitch. Sharp is back. All right, the coaches are watching there, and that ball is going to be in the dirt. Bennett Sharp will get the second base since the ball gets away from the catcher. 1 ball, 1 strike. And Sharp is at second base in scoring possession. Rangers just need to get something on the board now. Corrigan watches strike 2 hit the outside corner. 1-2 to A.J. Corrigan. Bailey trying to get out of the inning without any runs coming across the plate. There's Sharp at second, and that ball hits A.J. Corrigan. And that puts Malcolm Hawley, the cleanup hitter. Malcolm got a hit the last time he faced Bailey, and he ended up on second base, but the catcher for the Northern Outlaws made 2 spectacular plays to throw out Bennett Sharp and to throw out A.J. Corrigan back in the first inning, and that's going to be ball 1. Hawley hits that ball into right field. That's going to be a base hit. Bennett Sharp will come around to score. As the ball gets away from the catcher, A.J. Corrigan will come around to score. And he is safe as the ball gets under him. I don't think a tag was made. It does not, the ball beat A.J. Corrigan there, but I do not believe the tag was made. I believe that was the problem. The tag was not made in time. And that puts Hawley on third base and Cooper Cottle at the plate to face Bailey with 2 outs and the opportunity to get an RBI. Bailey readies to pitch. Cottle fouls it away. Strike 1. That was an excellent hit to the right side of the field for Malcolm Hawley. And Malcolm is not usually a right side hitter, but he recognized there was a hole between the 2 fielders, got the ball in, and ended up getting 2 RBIs. And Cottle hits that ball away. It's going to fall into center field with the catch being made by the center fielder for the Outlaws. The inning is over, but the Rangers get on the board. 2 runs in that inning on 2 hits, 1 hit by pitch. The score after 3.5. The Outlaws 6, the Rangers 2. We are back at Cardinal Run Park Field 5, and we have some new defensive adjustments here for the Rangers as we're about ready to take the bottom of the 4th inning. Hawley is at third, Barnett at short, Sparks at second, Paget still at first. Seabury will be pitching, so Joe Seabury will be the new pitcher for the Rangers. And in the outfield, it looks like Corrigan's back in center. Kelly is in right. And I believe that is Blanton. Yes, that's Blanton in left. Bottom of the 4th. And it looks like Bennett Sharp will be the new catcher for the Rangers. So with that, that will be Goldie, Cottle, and Fankich, all 3 on the bench for this inning for the defensive side of the Rangers. 6-2, bottom of the 4th. Outlaws coming to bat, and the first batter for the Outlaws will be number 10, Lewis. Hayden, number 2, is on deck. Seabury readies the first pitch, and that will be low for ball. Yeah, want to make sure that the on-deck batter doesn't get accidentally struck by the ball there, so he has to back up a little bit. Lewis grounds that one to Hawley at third. Hawley throws it all the way to first base. Paget has it. That's going to be the first out of the inning. Great textbook play right there by Malcolm Hawley over to Gavin Paget. The next batter here will be Hayden for the Outlaws. First pitch to Hayden from Seabury will be ball one. The second pitch from Seabury to Hayden. It's in the dope for ball two. 2-0 to Hayden. Number 21, Jackson, is on deck for the Outlaws. "3-0 is the count. Now with the 3-0 count, that's going to be a walk, ball four. So Hayden walks, becomes the first base runner for the game for the Outlaws. Seabury off the rubber. We've got errant equipment on the field right now, and it looks like it's been picked up by the Outlaw players and returned to its respective dugout. Seabury readies to pitch, winds up, delivers, and that's going to be a ball as Jackson has to duck out of the way of it. Mason Bell, number 6, is going to be on deck for the Outlaws as Seabury readies this pitch. Hayden is at second base. Ball is thrown down, not in time. 2 balls, 0 strikes to the Outlaw batter. Seabury watches Hayden over at second. It's a fair ball. That's going to be an infield hit. What happened on that one was that the ball hit the infield. Seabury picked it up in the grass off the mound, throws it over to Paget, and Paget was unable to hang on to the ball. Oh, that was going to be a very tough play anyway because the runner for Northern had a lot of speed. So, runners on the corners with 1 out. Seabury pitches to Mason Bell, and that's going to be strike 1 to Mason Bell. Seabury pitches. That's outside. Jackson still second easily with no throw being made down, and it's a 1-1 count. Mason Bell awaiting the pitch. Seabury throws the pitch. Mason Bell attempts to bunt. The bunt fouls back. 1 ball, 2 strikes on that attempted bunt there by Mason Bell. Sharp waiting for the pitch from Seabury. Mason Bell standing in the batter's box. Seabury throws. That's going to be ball 2. That pitch was well outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 1 out and runners on second and third for the Outlaws. Seabury throws. Bell swings, misses, strikes out. 2 outs for the Outlaws now with 2 on. And this brings up Knowles. Knowles struck out in the last inning for the Outlaws. But the Outlaws have made a lot of damage here on 2 outs in this game, as the Rangers have been unable to finish innings. And that first pitch by Seabury was a strike. Seabury delivers the pitch, and that's going to be outside, ball 1. 1-1 to Knowles the second. As Knowles steadies himself into the batter's box, Seabury checks the runner at third. Throws the ball down, and that is going to be strike 2 as Knowles swings and misses. All right, Noel steps out of the batter's box, steps back in, gets ready. Seabury throws the ball. Noel swings and misses on that one, and the inning is over. No runs come across. Score still 6-2 as we're heading to the top of the fifth inning. Welcome back to Cardinal Run Park Field 5. To score, the Northern Outlaws 6, the Bluegrass Rangers 2. The Rangers have had 4 hits in this game. 2 runs, 4 hits, 2 errors for the Rangers. The Outlaws have had 6 runs, 8 hits, and 1 error. In the last inning, Joe Seabury pitched for the Rangers, and Seabury pitched 1 inning, gave up 1 hit, walked 1, struck out 2. The Rangers have struck out 7 Outlaw batters today. Matthew Barnett led off and struck out 4. A.J. Corrigan came in, pitched 1 inning, gave up no runs, but 3 came across on some defensive miscues, and he struck out 1. New pitcher for the Outlaws, and that looks like that's going to be number 49, Edwards, pitching for the Outlaws. Bailey, stats for the game for the Outlaws: 4 innings pitched, 4 hits allowed, 2 runs, 1 of them owned, 2 base on balls, and he struck out 7 Ranger batters. Bailey threw 59 pitches for 35 strikes as he faced 17 batters. And we're back to action here as the Outlaws finished their pre-inning warm-ups. Braylon Goldie will be the batter for the Rangers. In his previous at-bat, Goldie walked. And as I said, the Rangers have had 4 hits in this game. 2 by Bennett Sharp, 2 by Malcolm Hawley. Braylon Goldie is settling into the batter's box as they are awaiting the infield for the Outlaws to finish with their meeting on the mound. Edwards ready to throw the ball. He sets, winds up, delivers, and that ball is going to be strike 1 as that hits the outside corner of the plate. The second offering from Edwards will be ball 1 as that is low and eventually hits the plate. Goldie awaits the pitch from Edwards. Edwards gets his sign, throws the ball. That's going to be outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Goldie awaits the pitch from Edwards. Here it comes. And that ball is going to be a cove ball that's Stays up and outside. 3 balls and 1 strike.
Let's go, Braylon. Come on, Braylon.
Edwards' next pitch to Goldie is going to be a walk. Ball 4.
All right, come on, Joe. Get on base.
Brings up Joe Seabury. Seabury pitched in the last inning. Struck out 2. Edwards delivers the first pitch over Seabury's head, hits the backstop. The catcher picks it up on the ricochet from the backstop, but that gets Braylon Goldie down to second base. One ball, 0 strikes. Seabury hits that ball to the shortstop. Shortstop. Okay, what happened there was that ball was hit to the shortstop. Goldie waited for the shortstop to make the play, and when the shortstop turned to throw to first and realized that Goldie was still off the bag, he ended up. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so I guess Goldie is still out. And it looks like that the Rangers may have been arguing interference unsuccessfully. But once the shortstop ended up noticing that Goldie was still off the bag, about ready to run, he turns around and he makes a tag on Goldie and lets Seabury go to first base. So this brings Braden Sparks to the plate with one on. Braden Sparks hits a high pop-up that the shortstop runs over in front of the second baseman and takes that ball. Makes the catch, but that was still the second baseman's ball. Got to be a little bit aware of that because that could cause some issues when players run into each other. Two outs for Micah Kelly. Seabury at first base with a decent-sized lead. Edwards throws the ball. Seabury goes down the second base uncontested. So that's going to be a stolen base by Joe Seabury. One ball, 0 strikes to Kelly. Kelly struck out in the last inning in his last at bat. Edwards delivers the pitch, and that is going to be a ball outside. 2 balls, 0 strikes here for Micah Kelly. Micah awaits the next pitch inside, and Micah gets out of the way. 3-0. Now this is one of those ones where if you're the batter, you want to make him throw you a strike. Rangers trail 6-2 to the Outlaws. Edwards checks the runner at second, delivers the pitch, called strike 1. Edwards checks Seabury at second. Gets set. Delivers the pitch to Kelly. And that's going to be a ball, and Kelly is going to walk. So that's going to be runners on first and second for the Rangers with 2 outs, and Gavin Paget up to bat. Gavin Paget has been on fire hitting lately. He hit very well during the championship tournament last week, and he's got a chance to put his team back in contention in this game. Edwards throws the ball, gets away from him, it appears, as it is well outside and behind Paget, and that is going to be ball 1. Seabury dances around over at second base, acts like he's going to move, does not do so. Kelly at first, Seabury at second. Both are leading off. They're both going to be running on contact. And Paget fires a ball to center field, and the center fielder backs up and catches that ball, and the inning is over. No runs come across. The score, the Outlaws 6, the Rangers 2. Back for the bottom of the 5th inning here between the Outlaws and the Rangers, and Joe Seabury's back for a 2nd inning. Next pitch, Franklin swings and misses. All right, strike 2 now to Franklin, and he's down in the count 1-2. Seabury is ready for his 4th offering here, and Franklin is going to strike out swinging. That's 3 strikeouts for Joe Seabury. Seabury's pitched really well today. And Watts is down quickly, 0-2 to Seabury. Seabury gets the sign, delivers the pitch, and that ball is going to shortstop. Matthew Barnett grabs it on a line drive, so that will be an out. And Seabury throws the next pitch to Brown Jr. for strike 1. For ball 1, rather. The next pitch for Brown, it is fouled off of the catcher's mask. 1-1. Not sure what's going on field 6 behind us, but something fun has happened over there because a lot of parents are screaming. Seabury throws that one in outside. It hits the note, 2-1. Looks like all the kids are screaming over there. Hope the ghosts aren't real. And Seabury throws the next pitch. Hits the inside corner, 2-2. 2-2. And here is Seabury. Gets the sign from Sharp. A little bit low. Think it hit the plate. 3-2 from what I could tell. And that ball is down the middle of the plate for strike 3, and that will end the inning. No runs. No hits, nobody on for the Outlaws, and we're going to the top of the 6th. This might be the Rangers' last opportunity to bat. Score, Rangers trail 6-2. And the lineup for the Rangers coming into bat will be Fankich, Blanton, and Barnett. Top of the 6th inning here at Cardinal Run Park Field 5. As the Outlaws are having a meeting on the mound right before play begins. Kyle Fankich will be the batter for the Rangers. And if Kyle can connect on a high fall here, Rangers going to be in business. Kyle connects on that one, and that ball goes right into left field. Solid ground ball hit by Kyle. And we got a base runner. Kyle's due for a hit right there. He had been batting pretty well. He was due for a hit. Kyle attempts to steal a base, and he will do so. As Blanton swings and misses on the play. And I don't think the Outlaws coaching staff was happy with their defense on that one. As Jordy Blanton awaits his second pitch from Edwards. Blanton fires that ball. It's a high fly ball into left field. The left fielder has it for the first out of the inning, and this will bring Matthew Barnett back to the plate for his third plate appearance of the day. He struck out and popped out. And Matthew really needs to get back on track here. They need a solid hit from the leadoff hitter. And Matthew is back into the batter's box. Edwards checks Fankich again. And it looks like that Edwards has stepped off of the rubber, and we have a timeout call because we have a ball thrown in the bullpen area. It looks like Malcolm Hawley's warming up. And it looks like the ball got away from the bullpen and ended up in the field of play, so we had to stop it and play. And it looks like we're back ready. Umpire is ready to call play, and that's what he does. Edwards delivers to Barnett. Barnett hits that ball. Foul ball. Barely foul. That was barely foul by about 6 inches. That barely missed. That's the way to do it. That would have probably been a double or a triple in that situation. Man, that was just barely foul. And Matthew rocketed that ball. Edwards throws the pitch. Matthew fouls that one away. 0-2. Now he's got to protect and stay alive here. He has got to protect and stay alive in this situation. Fankich on second. 0-2 to Matthew Barnett. Fankich retreats a little bit back to second. Edwards throws, and Matthew hits the ball to center field, and center fielder has that one as a high fly out. But Matthew took that ball for a ride. 2 away for Bennett Sharp. Bennett has 2 hits for the Rangers today. He's been up twice, got 2 hits. And Edwards delivers to Sharp. That ball gets away. Fankich will get the third easily.
Way to go, Kyle.
A.J. Corrigan is on deck for the Rangers. If Sharp gets on, Corrigan hits. And 1 ball, 0 strikes on Sharp. And the pitch is delivered. Bennett pops that one up, and the shortstop will have that ball right behind the pitcher's mound. And that will end the inning. No runs. Kyle stranded at third. Going into the bottom of the 6th, the score is 6-2. And that is the ball game. The Outlaws have defeated the Rangers by a score of 6-2 here at Cardinal Run Park Field 5. Now that's not all for the action today, as the Rangers will take on the Indiana Renegades later on this afternoon in about 15 to 20 minutes. The Renegades look like they are playing the other 13U Ranger team that is coached by Reed Bowling. And I'm not sure what the score of that game is, but we shall see. All right, we were checking to make sure that the ball game was in fact over. If the time limit was 6 innings or 7, the time limit is 6 innings, so this game is over. The Rangers fall 6-2. I'll be back with you in about 20 minutes for the next game between the Rangers and the Indiana Renegades. Doug Barnett signing out. Thank you for joining us.